this is the most powerful leadership principle when it comes to communication. And I've talked about this before, but it's so important. It's called the douchebag, the doormat, and the heart. And here's what I want to address here. If you're speaking to someone, you're trying to get a point across, you're having a confrontation, you're in a position where you might get into a very conflicting conversation here. There is only three places to come from. There is looking down at someone, where you're coming from that very douchebag mentality, where you're being resentful or triggered or frustrated or passive aggressive, and they can feel that. I mean, they can feel that energy from you. They get really defensive and their ego comes on, and two egos against each other just make each other bigger and worse. The other option is that you be a doormat and you let them have their way, but that also allows the ego to get bigger. So the funny thing is, if you're a doormat to someone and you let someone have their way, those people who are usually doormats, they think the only other option is to be a douchebag and to look down at someone and to get aggressive and to get frustrated and to get forceful and to bulldoze their way past them. And the people who are douchebags, they think the only other option is to be a doormat to people. These two completely forget the only other more powerful option is coming from your heart. And that's when you confront that person and you don't have the energy of looking down at them or above at them, but you're very firm and you're coming from your heart. And it's when you say something along the lines of, hey, I just want to let you know, and I don't mean this in a mean way, but I really don't appreciate when you did that. And I want to let you know that it did hurt me, and I didn't think that that's something that you're going to do. But I wanted to address it, and I wanted to be straightforward with you, because if that's going to happen again, I just can't work with you. And when you come from that place, the ego can't sense that you're looking down at them. The ego doesn't get gratified because you can walk all over them, but the ego it gets pierced through, and it can feel your authenticity. And often what happens is, most of the time you get your outcome, or if you don't get your outcome, you come from a place where you know that you did the best you possibly could. And no matter what outcome that they have, it doesn't matter to you, because you know you came from your heart. So remember, don't be a douchebag, don't be a doormat, come from your heart. Hope that was valuable.